We're reviewing several key policies as we begin the year. One of the items we want to review is staying current with our understanding of student privacy with regard to the Ferpa law. This is a federal mandate, and failure to comply puts our federal funding at risk, so we want to make sure everybody clearly understands the regulations. In this presentation, we'll review what Ferpa accomplishes, what information is confidential and what's not, who has access to the information, what rights parents and students have to that information, and what obligations our school has in informing parents about the information on their student record. The Ferpa law is a federal privacy act that protects the rights of parents by guaranteeing them access to children's educational records, informing them on the processes available if they seek to have the records amended is our responsibility. And their right to grant consent in disclosing personal information from a student's educational record is one of the rights the law protects. There are two types of information that FERPA regulates: directory information and educational information. Directory information is personal information that is not considered harmful if it's disclosed. A student's name, his or her address, phone number, and other general information that are not directly tied to their education are all part of this. Here's an example. A parent wants a class list of students to invite them all to a birthday party. Can you disclose that? And the answer is yes, because this is considered part of a student's directory information and is not classified as confidential. Educational information includes student grades, immunization and health records, disciplinary records, grade point average, and attendance. Only people who need this information to benefit an educational purpose can have access to this. Otherwise, they need parental consent. The FERPA law states that schools have certain obligations to parents that must be upheld. Schools must inform parents that they have the following rights: to inspect and review educational records, to request an amendment of the educational records when they disagree with it, to write consent disclosures with certain exceptions, and the right to file a complaint and an addendum to the educational record if they disagree with it. With the advent of web-based applications in the classroom which gather student information, a new level of attention is required. Vendors often required students to disclose some personal information to have access to a website. The vendor can only collect directory type information on the student and must have parental consent for children under the age of 13. The site should clearly state that their intention is not to share the student data with other vendors. And it should be stated on the site that any information gathered on the student is only for educational purposes, and that all information on the student is deleted when the account is closed. The site should state its compliance to allowing parents and schools to view what data is collected and to have that data deleted at a parental request.